Well, we're live over here at Southwest Rod and Custom, SWRNC, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. And it looks like we had somebody waiting for us. The government says keeping work, pay your taxes. Keep working, pay your taxes. Yeah, whatever happened to all the promises about no taxes and all this other bullshit? That's what I want to know. So we're out in the shop here. And this is our 71 Chevelle. Before we go sit down, let's take a good look at it. We got Slavko Perkusic. How you doing out there, buddy? Julio, how you doing, Julio? I hope that beautiful truck of yours is winning trophies. So what we did on this vehicle right here, we went ahead and took the body off of the frame because it was very, very rotted and rusted. To my shocking surprise, when I unbolted the body from the frame, all the bolts came out like butter. I was very shocked and could not believe it. We went ahead and restored the engine on it. We just put a brand new aluminum radiator in. Beautiful radiator. I purchased that on eBay for the guy. It was only like $165 or $170, something like that. And it fit perfect. Made in China, of course, but we got it going. We got Chevrolet 402. This is a big block 402, by the way. So this is done. We are ready to move forward and fix the rust on the bottom of the body, which is out in my paint booth. We can't go look at it. And that's what I'm working on today. And then the body will go back on this frame and we will finish it out and send it to the lucky owner. And then over here, of course, we got our beautiful and collectible 1961 Corvette. You can see Minnie's been working very hard. Hey, we got T-Dig. How you doing, T-Dig? Weird Matter. What's going on? Tim Miller. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I haven't been coming on here live. It's been summertime. I've been busting my ass. I've been working. We got Frank Beto, Mr. Rustang. Still a famous video set, believe it or not, the Rustang. I still have people that call me about that vehicle and the videos on it. Speaking of Rustang, this guy right here literally started watching my videos and was very interested in me to restore his car from watching the Rustang video set. So let's get back to business here. Minnie is prepping up the door jambs. Once she's got that done, of course, now she's working on this jam and getting all that prepped for sanding. Then we got to do the jam on the back, jam on the front. Then we got to reprime it and get it ready to paint. And then we're going to paint all the interior red. This has been a very big, major restoration, people. I looked back at my records. I've done 4 of these, not counting these ones. This one, 4 of these C1 Corvettes. And I got to say, this one here is probably the worst. So we're moving along. We're getting it done. We're working every day. We're doing what we got to do. We got Tim Miller. How you doing, Tim? Work up to your chestnut with work. We got a lot of work, We're going to take a peek at our 66 Chevelle. We're not going to show too much of that because I'm making videos of that, and I want to keep that for videos instead of doing walkarounds. But this is where we're at on that. There it is, the 4-door hardtop 66 Chevelle. Keep your eyes out on the videos. We just started the video set on that, and it's coming along really good. So we got some collision jobs in the shop that we're going to be working on. Here's our doors. Minnie's still got to sand all this, get all that prepped up. A lot of work, guys. But I'm happy that the Chevelle is done. I worked on that for a month, pretty much every single day straight to get the rolling chassis drivetrain completely done on it. And now we got to get the body back on. So keep your eyes out for those videos. Let's go inside. We got a little action we need to talk about. And then I got to get to work. So I'm in the middle of editing a video for DIY Auto School. You can see that right there. It's rendering. So let's go ahead and get the camera back down. And for all you SWRNC fans, and I haven't had time to really do anything. I got a lot of artwork, and I'm making more artwork. You can see it all. Look at it all stacked up over here and over there. There's some pictures there. We got more pictures over here. We got pictures in boxes over here, not unpacked. So anybody interested in my friend Pete's artwork, call me. Do not try to leave messages or any of that. It's better to call me. My phone number and my address are in all the videos, in the description of my videos. Pete, you're going to work till you drop. Yeah, that's part of the plan. A lot of people have a lot of hobbies. I guess my hobby is work. And that's what I'm going to be doing. YouTube kind of screwed us around. And I'm going to tell you how they did that. Let me go ahead and get this up. Hang on one second. So YouTube kind of screwed us YouTubers around. Now, I've been doing YouTube videos for, I would say, probably 15 years. We got a lot of fans out there that still watch my friend Pete videos. And, of course, DIY Auto School. But what YouTube has done to screw us around, the YouTube video makers, is they have quit notifying us for comments. Now, that's one way that I used to keep in contact with my viewers, is that I would go to my email and all the comments that were being made were on my email, and then I'd be able to go back and comment and all that. Well, they don't do that anymore. You're on your own, as far as they're concerned, to stay in touch with your faithful viewers. And my opinion on that is total crap. I don't agree with it. I think that by me being in the loop of making videos for YouTube and them putting their ads on my videos, they're making big money. And I think that they should be catering to the YouTube video makers more than they cater to their viewers, because we're the ones making them rich. Without us making those videos and monetizing them, they're not making the trillions of dollars and being the #1 viewed site in the world. That's just my opinion. I went round and round with them, and they basically said, tough shit, we don't care. Paul B says, have you tried TikTok? Lots of people on that app. Yes, I do load videos on TikTok. I have a video channel on there, and I got hundreds and thousands of views. You can find me at DIY Auto School on TikTok. I don't monetize my stuff. I don't make any money on TikTok. I just make videos to help you out and basically advertise for my YouTube channels. We got Loosely Lucy here. How you doing, Luis? Paul B. Ford, 1948. I work so I can go to work. Yeah. I always thought all my life, once you quit working and you start sitting on your ass, you're pretty much basically constructing your own coffin for death. I'm a type of guy, I like to stay busy. I like to do stuff, whether it's out riding my bike, which we went to the ski resort this weekend and did 6 runs over at Powderhorn. extreme downhill mountain biking. We're going to go to, I think on Sunday, we're going to go to Telluride, Colorado. We're going to take our mountain bikes up there and do some extreme mountain biking there. So it's very important to stay busy and work. The summertime really makes it hard on you working, especially when you're working 7 days a week. It's a bitch, and that's basically what I do. We got a Hearst Scrambler. We got Derek Svidics. If I can't pronounce your names, I'm sorry. Get Big Doc, walk him along, walks daily. Thank you, Tim. Okay. Notice that people that they are used to working and then retire usually die within a few years. That's what I was just trying to say, Ford. You know, I'm not going to quit working. I'll probably work until I die. If I ever close my shop, I'll probably be very depressed and very lonely. I don't know if anybody remembers a video that I made. It was about 7 months ago when I got that old Cadillac. And I made a video about this finger that the car literally fell on the jack stand and my finger. It literally made an indentation on the pinch weld of the rocker panel on a 55 Cadillac where it landed on my finger right here. That was a godsending, people, that I didn't lose this finger. I'm telling you now, I don't care what anybody says. When you have a 4-ton car slip off the jack stand, fall on your finger in between, slip off the jack, the floor jack, fall on your finger in between a pinch weld and a jack stand and did not even make a mark in your finger or a bruise, that is a sending from God. If I would have lost this finger, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what would have happened. I don't even know if I'd be here today making videos. I'm dead serious. I'm not lying. God is what puts you to work and lets you do what you do in your life. Always remember that. I want to move down the line. Something that's been on my mind for a long time is compulsive liars. Have I talked about compulsive liars lately? I don't think I have. We have people out there that are compulsive liars. They believe what they say because they lie so much. And they think that you and me, okay, because I'm a people person, okay? I can tell if you're a scumbag or if you're an upstanding guy, if you're honest, if you're not honest, just by talking to you on the phone and listening to you, or possibly nowadays texting. And being a compulsive liar in the world today, I mean, not just today, but all the time, it's a scumbag way to live. A scumbag way to live. There was a guy that contacted me from watching one of my videos, and he started texting me. Now, we're not talking just like random text. We're talking like 15, 25 texts a day. And I'm like, why do I need to know this guy's life story, minute by minute play of his life? Well, first of all, I figured out that he's got some type of mental issue going. I didn't want to tell the guy to fuck off. I'm not going to do that, knowing that this guy is talking to a stranger, because that's what I am to him. I'm a stranger. And him contacting me and texting me, 15, 20 times a day of, oh, I'm on my way to this place and I'll text you when I get back over here. And I got to take my dog for a walk now. And then I'll be at home. And I'm going to go ahead and do this for you. And then I'm going to, we'll see what happens. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I would randomly text him back, oh, that's great. Oh, sounds good. No problem. But I'm using this guy for an example of compulsive liars. So then, as we're texting and going on down the line, he starts telling me about other stuff that I shouldn't even know about. And he goes on in detail about other stuff that I should, why is he telling me this stuff? And then, after so long, you figure out the guy is a fucking liar. The guy is lying because he's lonely and he doesn't have anybody in his life. And I'm sure I'm not the only one on social media, because that's what social media has done to society. I'm sure that he texts 20, 30, 40 people a day, and that's all he fucking does. So I finally got sick of the bullshit, listening to his bullshit, and I started, instead of saying, yeah, I understand, oh, okay, yeah, no problem, I actually started putting him on the point and putting him on the stand and asking him detailed questions. Well, send me a picture. I want to see a date stamp picture of you and her together, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Well, he never did it. He never did it. He sent me a picture. Bam, he's lying. Let's see, what else? Other stuff that he claimed. The real point is, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. If you're a fucking liar, you're a scumbag, because you're stealing my honesty and my trust into you. And as far as I'm concerned, you're a thief. You're a thief, you're a liar, and you're a cheat. Well, I quit talking to that fucking guy. Good luck wherever the fuck you're at and whoever you're talking to now. Word got back to me that he decided, since I put him on the spot, now I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit because I put him on the spot and I asked him questions in detail about everything. He didn't have the answers, so now I'm an asshole. And that's how compulsive liars are. They believe what they tell you. They go on and on about their bullshit stories. And then when you put them on the spot and you want real hardcore answers, you're a fucking piece of shit. You're an asshole and fuck up. And now they're talking to other people and telling them lies about you. Do you understand where all this comes? I'm an honest fucking guy. I'll help anybody out that walks in my motherfucking shop. And normally, I don't even, if you walk in my shop and say, okay, here's a good example for that. Being the hardworking motherfucker that I am, 6 o'clock at night, I get a phone call. Hey, I'm over at your shop. Well, I was in town going to the grocery store so Minnie could cook dinner. Hey, I'm at your shop and I got a broken taillight and a rear quarter panel. Can you come out and can you come and look at it? And I'm thinking, well, I'm closed, but I wasn't an asshole. I told him, yeah, sure, I'll come over there. And I'm on my way back. I'll be there in 15 minutes. I come back. It ends up being a Toyota Tundra 2024. Somebody backed into him. The bedside is aluminum. My friend Pete cannot replace aluminum bedsides. I had a special toolkit to do that. Special tools, special welder machine. Well, when I was in Dallas, I only used it one fucking time, and I sold it. So I told him, look, let me do this. Let's take your tail light out. Let's see if I can slide hammer it out, get it back in shape so at least it looks normal till you can find somebody else to fix your bed. I fucked around with that for over an hour. Didn't charge the motherfucker a dime. Didn't charge him a dime. He offered to pay. I said, that's all right, buddy. Don't worry about it. See you later. So I'm an honest guy. I help people out. I do a lot of fucking shit for people. And in turn, I get these weirdos that fucking text me and talk to me on the phone and tell me bald-faced fucking lies and basically steal my trust out of my heart and soul of them. And I'm supposed to keep talking to them? Fuck you. Okay? You lied to me, you fucking stole from me, bitch. And that's fucking life. Me, myself, and I, that's right. Carpenter. That's we right there. I used to have a little character that my buddy Les brought me back from Poland. It was a little character made out of seashells. I used to put him on my shoulder right here, and that was we. That was my imaginary we to show you that me, myself, and I are the only motherfuckers you can trust. Now, if you have a loving dog or a loving cat, you can trust them too. All I can say, guys, is working hard is working hard. Trusting people is another thing. This is another problem you have when you run into people that claim a lot of stuff and don't really know what they're doing. Is when you, what can we say, commission them to do some work for you, but then on the other hand, you find out they really don't know what the fuck they're doing, and all the money that you gave them was basically spent for nothing. I guess I can show you an example of that. Here we go right here. Let's see if we can, there it is. We got this clock. I sent it to the guy. He had it for like 3 months. I paid over $400 with shipping costs for him to restore it and fix it. I got it back. The first thing that happened to it is it doesn't tell time properly. It loses like 15 or 20 minutes a day. So I don't even keep the right time on it. And then after it ran for a whole cycle, I guess you'd say, I went ahead and wound it up again, and it quit working immediately. I took it out of the case. I found out there was 2 gears on it that were bent or misaligned, replaced. I had to fix it. It took me a couple hours to dick around with that. And now I got it back running. It's been running for 3 days. It's not telling the proper time. It loses 20, 30 minutes a day on time. But I paid the guy $400 fucking dollars in shipping costs and repairs to fix the fucking clock, and it doesn't work right. And he won't acknowledge that he fucked up. I'm thinking about filing a dispute with PayPal because that's how I paid him. But then on the other hand, we start thinking about it, and when he got the clock, it was fucked up seriously bad, and he did do a lot of work to it. I wasn't really expecting it to work flawlessly perfect because of the previous guy that fucked with the clock, that fucked it up. So then I start thinking, well, maybe he did a good job considering the condition it was when I sent it to him. So we won't be filing any eBay fucking shit. We're just going to let it go and be done with the fucking clock. I'm sick and tired of this fucking clock shit. And go down the road. So, if you're working today, good for you. Ricky House of Crap says, you're not alone, Pete. It's all bullshit. We are all just living the big lie. You know, speaking of liars, let's go ahead and go in farther. Let's go into the United States government. I've been telling you ever since I've been making videos that Obama was never voted in as a president. Never. People would look at me and laugh. They would think I'm a piece of shit. They would look at me in disgust. Fuck you. You're an asshole. You're a conspiracy theorist. It all comes out now that Obama is one of the biggest, violent, crooked, motherfucking people that we have ever had in our government today. The government is somebody you don't want to trust. I don't give a shit who's in office, and I'm talking about Trump too. He's part of the system, okay? Think about it real hard. I'm glad that he's in office versus what we had, but I'm telling you now, he's part of the system and we're not. Now, the big beautiful bill, I haven't read the whole thing. I don't know all about the whole thing. I'm getting ready to make a video about the big beautiful bill. But I know that a lot of the good stuff that's in the big beautiful bill is only good until Trump is out of office.
when 2026 comes around, all that has to be voted on again. So it's only good for 2 or 3 years. I also noticed, this is fucking bullshit, we went out to eat the other fucking night, and Minnie says, well, let's go over here because I like this place. I'll go ahead and name the place. It was the Purple Pig. No. It's a barbecue place in town right here in Moab. Let me look it up because I want to go ahead and mention their fucking name on my video. Let's see. BBQ Moab. Let's go ahead and see. It's called the Blue Pig. BLU Pig. We decided to go over there. And a lot of these restaurants, they have this thing called, if you're a local, you get a discount. Okay? So, of course, I'm not going to consider myself a local, because in the city of Moab, to consider yourself a local, you have to be born and raised here, not just live here. They still consider people like me outsiders. Fuck off. We don't give a shit about you. So we go over to the Blue Pig, and I asked her, I said, hey, we live here. Do we get a go? Oh, yeah, you'll get a discount. So they put the discount on there. I don't even know what the fuck it was. And then she has that machine in her hand. We're getting ready to pay. She has the machine in her hand like this. And she says, okay, I'm ready to take your payment. And then she flips it over like this. Go ahead and pick one of those. And what it is, it's your tip. It's your tip. Now remember, we're paying $70 to eat at this fucking restaurant. Have you seen how many restaurants are closing down throughout America because of all the fucking high prices that these fucking restaurants are charging? So I look at it and glance, and she won't even keep it still enough to let me see how much I'm fucking paying. I finally get a glance, and it's like $68.75. And then up here, there's 3 options. 18%, 25%, 40%. This motherfucker wants me to give them 40 fucking percent tip. A 40% tip on $68.75. Normally, they give you the machine. You take the machine, you look at it, and on there it says custom tip, and then you can give whatever you want. But she wouldn't do that. She held it like this. Go ahead and put your card in there, and then go ahead and pick. And she did it really quick and fast. Wouldn't let me do it. I didn't want to say nothing. There was a bunch of people in there. So I went ahead and hit the 18%. So 18% of $70 fucking dollars, 10% is $7 fucking dollars. That would be like almost close to $14 fucking dollar tip for a fucking barbecued pork pulled fucking sandwich. I was fucking pissed. I told Minnie, you know what? We ain't going there no more. Fuck them. Fuck you. Don't force me to give you fucking money because our faithful president said you don't have to pay taxes on it anymore. Fuck off. That fucking pisses me off when I go to a restaurant and I pay $70 fucking dollars and they want me to give them another $15 tip. Fuck you. What do you think I am, rich? Somebody call the Blue Pig and tell them I made this fucking video. I ain't fucking never going back there. And I'll be leaving a fucking review on their shit. You can bank on that. James says, I'm from another planet. Why is that? Why am I from another planet? Why am I crazy? Because I speak my mind and I don't like to get walked on? Because I fucking work my ass off every day? Bitch! James says he works more than you ever have. Oh, okay, James. Yeah. Let's go ahead and pop up on... Oh, you didn't... Okay, James, let's do this, bitch. Okay? Come on. Let me see. Yeah, you don't even have no videos on your fucking thing. You don't do jack shit. You're a fucking loser. Okay? You know what time it is for James, people? Let me go ahead and show you what time it is. Let's go ahead and flip it around, okay? Because James is a loudmouth punk, see? He thinks he knows everything. Look what's going on, James. I'm going to block you, bitch. Fuck off. You're gone. We got Dan the trucker says, quit crying. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Dan. It's people like you that make America a sucky place to live because you flow with the system. You don't fight back. So fuck off, Dan the trucker. Sledgehammer says, I only tip in cash. 100% agree with my friend Pete. Tim Miller, vacation people show up and have good times. Just tip big to show wife spending money on her. I don't tip big. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't. And you know whose fault that is? Not mine. It's not my fault that the restaurant's charging $15 to $18 for a fucking hamburger that's that fucking big. Have you seen the size of fucking hamburgers in a restaurant these days? McDonald's. It's a McDonald's Happy Meal hamburger. They're charging almost $20 with tax. And a lot of these fucking restaurants aren't even giving you French fries with it anymore. You have to buy those separate. So fuck off, Dan the trucker. Stick it in your ass, bitch. We got Robert Carpenter. What's up, people? Not much, Robert. You see what's going on over here. Hard work and labor and people sticking it in my ass. You know, why do these people get on? If they want to get on here and act like they're big man on campus, open a YouTube channel. Start doing live videos. Get out there and film. Because leaving comments on here of how you're better than me and I'm a piece of shit and I work harder than you ever have and all that, that's just showing me you're a pussy-ass piece of shit, dude. You're a fucking punk. Plain and simple. Do I trust Donald Trump? I like him. Do I think he's a great president? Has he done a lot for our country? I don't know. Has he? Has he? I don't see prices going down on anything. I don't see the interest rates going down on anything. I don't see gas prices going down anywhere. All I see is shit going up, 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 up. I just made a video about clear coat. I can't buy PPG anymore. I'm out, okay? I'm sorry. We're not doing PPG anymore. When you're paying $200 for a fucking gallon of epoxy primer with no hardener. And let me go ahead and tell you this. Here's your fucking corporation scam. All right? So the PPG epoxy primer that I buy takes one hardener. One. Well, now, for them scamming motherfucking corporations to make more money, they have redesigned all of their shit. This is what they claim. And now they're telling you it takes 2 hardeners for 1 gallon of epoxy primer, which is the same identical stuff. Well, fuck off, PPG. I'm not using your shit no more. I got other places to go and other stuff to buy. 3M, the same thing. 3M is a con artist ripoff. Scamming corporation. That's what I'm telling you. The government doesn't give a fuck about you and me, just like corporations don't give a fuck about you and me. Only one thing, person, creature gives a fuck about you and me, and that's Jesus Christ. Okay? God. If you want to make money, if you want to be free, you want to sleep at night, you want to have a good conscience, you don't want to be a compulsive liar or a half-ass fucking mechanic or whatever you want to call yourself, put God in your life. God will change you. I'm tired of talking about the fucking clocks. I wish I would have never hooked up with that fucking guy. He didn't just fuck that clock up. There's another clock that he did for me. He had for 6 fucking months. Excuse. That's another thing. What's up with people with excuses? Excuse after excuse after. Give me a fucking break. Either do the fucking job, pack my shit up, or send it to me, or whatever. I'm tired of you listening to you fucking telling me excuse every day of why it's not done. I mean, don't you get tired of excuses? If you put your trust into somebody, don't you expect them to work on what you are paying them for? Giving them money up front? I don't take money up front. I don't take any money until I do work on your shit. Once you see that I am working on your car, then I will give you money. Mr. Clock fuck off guy, not just him, but the other guy, I gave him money up front. Here you go, buddy. Here's money. Take it. I hate people that are liars. I hate people that give you an excuse on every fucking thing under the sun. I think they're total bullshit and they're total crap ass fucking jerks. And if Mr. Clock guy is watching this, fuck you. Okay? I don't give a shit. My fucking clock that I gave you, including shipping, $400, doesn't work worth a shit. My friend Pete has man mitts, tough as leather, long as I've known him. As my 37-year son does too. Mr. Alcala. Thank you. Jeff Jones. Generals gather in their masses. Yeah. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne is dead. Now, is he going to go to heaven? Let's hope so. We don't know. It was really diabolical to me, and I hate to say this because it might sound like I'm being mean about it because Ozzy Osbourne just passed away, God rest his soul, is that they had that concert last month that had 300,000 people present. Do you know how much money Sharon Osbourne made off that? And if I remember correctly, I read an article where everybody that participated in that basically did it for free because it was the last giant mass of Ozzy Osbourne rock. What did they used to call that? The Ozzy Osbourne fucking rock concert or whatever. Where they all gathered. So I think they all did it for free. So Sharon Osbourne came out with billions of dollars off of that. Yeah, that's crazy. Weird Matter said, no one gets to the Father but through Jesus Christ. Amen, Weird Matter. All the money went to charity. Now, I didn't read that, okay? I didn't read that. But like I said, I read 2 articles and it said that everybody that participated in it did it all for free. So, and I might be wrong, okay? Brent Marks might be correct. I'll have to investigate that. That's why I said I don't know. But Ozzy Osbourne will be missed. Did you like Ozzy Osbourne with Black Sabbath or better on his own? I kind of liked him when he was with Black Sabbath more than when he was on his own. And the guitar player that I liked the most was not the first one, not the third one. I like the middle guy. What was his name? Jake. Jake, come on, help me out here. That motherfucker played guitar, okay? His name was Jake. That's all I can remember right now. But, yeah, Jake E. Lee. You got it, Robert. There you go. I heard Jake E. Lee lives in Las Vegas and he's a broke dog and doesn't have a dime to his name. That's too bad because he was an awesome guitar player and could have went far. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. A lot of the songs with Zakk Wylde, that Zakk Wylde album, awesome. Awesome song. Zakk Wylde is a badass guitar player. I'm going to go ahead and admit that. But I think Eddie Van Halen's got him beat. Eddie Van Halen was the king of guitar. Stevie Ray Vaughan, he was a bad motherfucker too. Okay, Stevie Ray Vaughan was a hell of a guitar player. But I'm just going to be honest with you. I think Eddie Van Halen changed the guitar world, and that's what I'm going to say right there. Noah says Jesus Christ is King of Kings. Yeah, you're right. He's the king, buddy. Don't ever forget it. This is Pete. I got to go back to work. If you're working today, God bless you. And hold on a second. We got April. Gas prices are going down in California, $4.39. This is Paul and Patty over there. How you doing, guys? We really enjoy your videos and agree with you. I was just thinking about you guys this morning, and that's what actually, thinking about Paul, actually is what made me come on here live, because I remember talking to him on the phone, and I think he lives in the San Diego area and owns some beautiful cars. So I hope you and Patty are doing good, Paul, and maybe one day we'll see you at a car show. We don't know. David Shields says, I saw Stevie Ray 2 weeks in concert before his death. I saw him in Fort Worth, Texas at the Will Rogers Coliseum, and I was down on the floor about in the middle, and at the time, I really wasn't a Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, but he was a hell of a fucking guitar player. He actually had me mesmerized watching him play the guitar. It was like his guitar, when he played the guitar, it was like that was part of his body. I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, the way that he played the guitar was just, it was amazing. Let me let y'all go. I'm tired of working. When will I get a break? Not just working, but on shit like that. You know, sometimes I put my trust into people more than I should. But that's just the kind of guy I am. Because when you're an honest guy and you go to bed at night with a good conscience, you put your trust in everybody. Even when you know they're compulsive, piece of shit liars, you try to get along with them and to turn it around to see if they'll come around. But it never happens. Never happens. Once a compulsive liar, once a closet clown, I live in mommy's house down in the basement type person, you'll always be that fucking guy. There's a guy, we were like best friends when I was in elementary school. His name was Arthur Bettis. He lived a block away from me on Bryant Street. He lived on 39th and Bryant. I lived on 38th and Bryant. He had 3 sisters, Roseanne, Annette, and Lindsay. So that was our hangout. We used to hang out. And me and him and another guy, and I don't remember the other, I think the other guy's name was John, we had a monster club. And back when I was a little kid, they had a TV show on Friday and Saturday nights called Creature Features. And they would show Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, and all these movies are from the 30s and 40s, of course, they're all original. So we had a monster club, and I was Frankenstein, Arthur was Dracula, and John was the Wolfman. And, you know, that's what we would do. We would play act these monsters and blah, blah, like little kids would do back then, instead of this. This is what they do now. This is what they do now, right here. And so anyway, I was on Facebook and I said, well, I'm going to try to look this guy up. Of course, the last time I saw him was when I was like 12 years old, maybe 11 or 12. I'm going to try to look this guy up. They moved to another part of Denver somewhere, and I never saw him again. I looked him up, and I actually found Roseanne Bettis. I actually found her on there. She was the exact same age as me, and I actually had a crush on her. We never were like boyfriend, girlfriend. We were way too young. But she was probably the first girl I ever had a crush on, and I wanted to consider her my girlfriend. And I actually found her on Facebook, and I was kind of talking to her through Messenger, and I only did it for like 20 minutes. And I asked her, well, what about Arthur? Where's Arthur at? Well, you wouldn't believe it. Arthur lives in my mom's basement. I said, are you serious? Lives in my mom's basement, doesn't do anything. He's a hermit. And she went on and on about fucking Arthur. And it's like, I was shocked as shit. I couldn't fucking believe this shit. And wow. Turned out to be a fucking closet clown. Kind of like some other fucking people we know. Anyway, enough of that. I got to get back to work. Make sure you keep watching all the videos. Do my friend Pete a favor. Thumbs up the videos. And leave comments. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I can't guarantee that I'm going to comment back all the time because the corporation YouTube has screwed the YouTube makers around. And if you're ever in Moab, Utah, my doors are always open to shake a hand, make a friend, because that's what my friend Pete's all about. I'm not about compulsive liars and cheating and lying and this crap here. Even though if you call me, of course, I will talk to you. Anybody that's called me will verify that I talk and text. You can text me if you want. I'll text you right back, you know. But do me a favor. Don't be a liar. Don't be a cheat. Okay? Don't be a scumbag and a lonely person that doesn't have a life and can't figure out how to make it better. If you got a problem, you want to talk to me, call me. But I'm going to warn you right now, I'm a straight up guy. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. And if that insults you because you're a little pussy ass and you take it the wrong way because I might talk loud, then don't fucking call me, bitch. Because I don't need to hear your shit. We'll see you later. And we will end with that picture right there. God bless America. God bless the world. And God bless you. That's the only help you're going to get to change your ways and make you what you want to be. Right there, guys. That's it. See you later.